if you would like to come through the smoke, get a blessing or a smoking ceremony to warn off all the evil spirits and bring in all the good ones here today. When coming through the smoke, if you want to just push the smoke wash over you, and then you can say Nung Pearl and then your name. So I'll go Nung Pearl Andrew. So as you're introducing yourself to the traditional people here on the Canning River. The Monday people. Monday is the traditional owner of this territory. So come through Nung Pearl and we put it out when it's wearing Nitya. We're doing that in Rolling Balling God, Rolling Balling Mod, Rolling Balling Nitya Nangapuja. Nung Pearl, yeah, my name is Nung Pearl Singh.
Namkuru. And then your name.
To kick off the evening, we'll be having a welcome to country by Adrian Tanner here, local to Armadale. This is.
Thank you. Koa, yoga maman, nang wanju, nang jerpen, nang court jerpen, nang mer miams jerpen, nang wanju nitya, kurumap, Monday bilya, Monday puja, nang karajing nang mort, kura yai karako, nang karajin nang wanju nitya nunga puja. So I'd like to welcome you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to Monday's land, the traditional lands here that we are meeting on today, Gurumlup, and also by the Canning River as well. It's such a beautiful place and a beautiful space down here. So privileged to gather here tonight to celebrate some really lovely art that I could see around here. And also I wanted to acknowledge my elders, especially Monday, the traditional owner here of this land of Gurumlup, past, present and emerging. And also welcome you to Noongar Wajak Buja, Wajak country, thank you. And also Buika Wenich Wiran Nitya, Murit Wiran Datnin, Wobbling Ballning Court, Wobbling Ballning Mort, Wobbling Ballning Nitya Noongar Buja. So part of the ceremony here that you've come through, it's my pleasure to warn off all the bad spirits for you, and also you've had a chance to welcome yourselves to the Monday's country here and let them know on who you are and who your people is and where you come from, as a sign of respect to Monday, the traditional landowner of this area of Gurumlup. And also I wanted to play just a little spirit song to help them spirits go away and bring in all bad spirits go away and bring in all the good ones here to stay. Thank you and have a good night. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adrian. That was beautiful. So before we commence with the evening, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you do need to go to the toilets, they're just outside and to your left. And if there's an evacuation, we'll collaborate over there outside in the grassy area. So I'd just like to introduce Mayor Ruth Butterfield. Ruth has lived within the city of Armadale for most of her life and has a Bachelor of Arts degrees in Fine Arts and a Diploma of Education. Ruth has worked as a high school teacher before taking time off to have children. Ruth was elected to the City of Armadale as councillor in May 2005 and has served as deputy mayor for 7 years. In 2017, Ruth received the Long and Loyal Service Award for long and outstanding service to local government. Ruth was elected as mayor of the City of Armadale in October 2019, 2021, and 2023. Ruth has a passion for the natural environment and volunteers with local land care groups when time permits. She also loves her garden, where she tries to escape to as often as possible. So introducing Ruth.
First of all, thank you for having me here. I'd like to respectfully acknowledge the Whadjuk Noongar people whose land we meet upon today, and pay my respects and all of our respects to elders past, present and emerging. And of course pay my respects to Aboriginal people in the audience with us today. We live and work and make art on beautiful, beautiful Whadjuk Budja, and we are so lucky to be in this fantastic place. We can hear the birds, we can see the beautiful hills. What a magical spot that you find yourselves on at the Artist Sanctuary. So it's a wonderful place to be. So it's a real pleasure for me to be here today to launch and to start off the 10th Arts Trail. And for 10 years now this event has been going on. It holds a vital place in our arts agenda and our arts program. And it's wonderful to see so many familiar faces, so many new faces as well, so that's wonderful. Art, of course, we all have it in our hearts and our spirits, and I think that people who are with us today understand how important art is for our culture, expressing culture, expressing feelings, and of course sharing those feelings and culture, etc. The Arts Trail attracts both residents and of course visitors from the outside, so probably outside the area. So it's not only about art, it's about tourism. So the City of Armadale sort of has cleverly paired up the two, so we can show off the wonderful environment that we've got here in the Perth Hills, and of course on the flatlands as well. But it's particularly wonderful to be able to invite visitors from beyond our boundaries to experience the Perth Hills and this Arts Trail. So by following the Arts Trail, you can get a sense of what a beautiful area we live in, and then perhaps come and stimulate that local economy by purchasing art, going to coffee shops and going to the local businesses, so that we give a little bit of art, but we also share some of that economic stimulation that goes along with sharing our space with visitors. I would like to thank the sponsors of this event also. It's wonderful to have sponsors in the audience tonight. So I'll just, I won't mention who they are because I actually don't know, but I think local businesses have been some of our biggest supporters, and they are fully on board with the Arts Trail as well. So it's wonderful to have local businesses and supporters. And of course, our artists are all here. Most of you are here, I hope. So it's fabulous to have people who will open their homes, basically. We produce art at home for the most part. So it's wonderful to be able to share homes and workshops so that people can come in, smell the paint, look at the process. They might be able to understand better how that creative process. So sharing that, I think, is something really wonderful. And being able to walk into a studio, I haven't done any art for a long time, and it's very hard for me not to now buy art, a lot of art, and to really enjoy going into workshops and studios and smelling the turpentine, all of those horrible chemicals, but they make wonderful art. And looking at the process and experiencing what other people are experiencing as they create. So looking at that creative process and sharing that is a really wonderful thing. So thank you to the artists for actually opening up your studios and your homes to share that with our local people and, of course, visitors from across the land. I think probably that's about it from me, but congratulations to and thank you to the artists who have actually joined up this year. I think that the Arts Trail has grown year by year, and we need it to keep on growing because we have so much talent in the area, and we need to share that with outside the City of Armadale, because we need people to know what a magical place this is to live and to work and to create. So thank you very much, and I will acknowledge that we've got some other dignitaries other than me in the audience. So, Lacey, can you just... We've got MLCs and MLAs, and I think we've got Hugh Jones as well. So thank you very much for coming down. We've got heaps of City of Armadale staff here as well. And if I haven't, and councillors as well. So this is a very well supported exhibition opening and Arts Trail opening. So thank you very much once again to the artists who are opening homes and studios. I hope you have a very economically exciting Arts Trail. So I'll certainly be popping around, and I'll try not to keep my hands in my pockets. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll hand back to Sushant.
Trish Halloran has been involved in the Armadale community for the past 13 years as past president of Armadale Society of Artists, and more recently the Armadale Hills Plein Air. Trish has been part of the Armadale Hills Arts Trail since its inception in 2015 and is representative on behalf of the artists past and present tonight. Please welcome Trish.
It's great to be here for the 2025 launch of the Armadale Hills Arts Trail. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since the Arts Trail inception in 2015, which I'm happy to say I've been part of since kickoff. There are 38 artists, and 20 of whom are opening their personal studio spaces, plus 3 collectives, which is the Armadale Society of Artists, the Arts Sanctuary Foundation, and the Avo Art Space at Avocados. I'm proud to speak on behalf of all our artists, and I know that we are all busy and looking forward to a successful trail this year. I would like to say thank you to Ruth Mayor Butterworth for her uplifting words of support and being here to launch the 2025 Armadale Hills Arts Trail. I'd also like to thank Ruth for her ongoing personal input and enthusiasm for the arts at our local events, and in particular during the busy spring into Armadale season, which goes through from August to November. Thank you, Ruth. The Armadale Hills Arts Trail is such a great initiative for local artists to open their studios to the public. And over the past 10 years, we've had the most amazing artists and also City of Armadale coordinators involved. This launch is a celebration in a way of thanking all our artists and sponsors past and present over the decade. I'd like to thank this year's sponsors for their support: the Armadale Society of Artists, Perth Hills Visitor Centre, the Organic Circle, Avocados, Orchard Espresso, Blue Sky Bakery, the Anglican Church St Christopher's in Roleystone, Jarrah Settlements, Canning Vale Vet, Maggie Burke Real Estate, Lux Main Hairstylist, Sue Dury Art, and Rob Walker Steel. And I want to give a special thanks to Ziggs Waldenstock. Besides being a sponsor, he's an amazing photographer.
And he's gorgeous.
And he's just great. And he just graces at the catalogue with all of our photos and our artwork and makes us look better, even better, so I've got to say. And he's also our official photographer tonight. Initially, the trail had a longer name. It was called Armadale Hills Open Studio Arts Trail. Until back in 2023, we shortened it to Armadale Hills Arts Trail. Thank goodness. In 2015, the inaugural opening had 10 studios and 1 collective, with 21 artists, which resulted in 2,530 visitors. In just a few years, in 2018, we recorded our largest studio opening with 71 artists and 22 individual studios and 3 collectives, which resulted in 6,571 visitors. Glad to say that the Arts Trail has gathered momentum, and in the ensuing years with ongoing strength, there's strong growth in visitors and sales. It's great to see some of our inaugural studio artists here tonight. Sue Dury, who had the initial vision and the idea of an open studio arts trail and approached the city of Armadale. We have Trudy Pollard. I don't know if Trudy's here. If you don't know, she is a remarkable textile artist, and both these artists live in Bedfordale. Plus the Armadale Society of Artists. They've actually been in every trail since the beginning. Also, we welcome the ASA President, Martin Archer, and a special thanks for his efforts over the last few years with the website. It's much appreciated. What inspires most of us as artists is our local environment and the natural beauty of the bushlands, the native flora and fauna, the tranquility and a wonderful spirituality that encourages us all to create our amazing art in all different genres. We as artists share the same passion, and we want to see the growth of arts in our community. Along with this brings us as people closer together. I love that we get to know each other and can appreciate the talents and friendships gained from the experience. I want to thank Manuela and Kelly Jennings from City of Armadale from the events and for coordinating and supporting the Armadale Hills Arts Trail and the furthering growth of arts, well, just furthering the arts and cultural events in the area. Plus also the marketing, the IT social media support teams, and I've got to say this year's booklet looks amazing. Lastly, I just want to say thank you to Sushant and the artists from the Art Sanctuary Foundation. This is an evening I know we're all going to remember, and it's a great way to launch the Armadale Hills Arts Trail. I just want to wish you all good luck and thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the night.
I don't think we can really acknowledge the participating artists for 2025 enough. Being part of the Armadale Hills Trail is a huge commitment. Beyond just the dates that the public sees, these artists attend meetings throughout the year to inform the planning and development of the trail. They spend months creating their artwork and tirelessly preparing their studios, not to mention approaching sponsors and distributing the catalogue. So this year we have 22 studios and more than 35 artists, which is fantastic. We welcome new artists with some exciting new mediums and many returning artists, which is brilliant to see. To all of these artists, thank you for your commitment. It has been sincerely our pleasure to work with you all. Community groups often have a handful of people working tirelessly behind the scenes to make them successful. This trail is no different. Each year, people put their hand up for volunteer roles to ensure the trail's success. Some do this year after year. So I just want to take a moment to mention this year's volunteers. We've touched on it a little bit earlier. Zig doing the photography. Catherine and Trish, who have done the marketing, a lot of the marketing behind the scenes. Martin, yeah, for managing the website, which is a huge job, so thank you. David, Geraldine, Zig, Julie and Sushant for managing the social media platforms. Sushant also managed the group bookings for the trail, and of course he provided this beautiful venue for us tonight. So thank you. Everyone in this room has contributed in some ways to the Armadale Hills Open Studio Arts Trail and this 10-year milestone. Whether it's opening your homes and studios, supporting your partners, sponsoring the event or enabling the city to continue our support, I truly hope that you are all proud of what we have achieved together and the legacy that it provides for our community. Just before I go, I'd also like to thank Manuela. I think she's done a stellar job of putting this year together. And I couldn't possibly finish up without thanking Sue Dory, who was the one that started this all. So she had the courage to speak up and put the idea on the table. So thanks, Sue. Thank you.